Well, hey guys, what's up? It's been a while. It's your boy AL Legends, and today I'm doing the next part of What If Naruto Was a Badass. Last time we left off when Naruto, Sasuke, and the Team 7 went to find Gaara, who was kidnapped by the Akatsuki, but before they can extract the One Tails, they were able to find him and was easily able to kill off Deidara and Sasori. And I forgot one thing, I by mistake added Sakura instead of Ino. So just replace both of them because Ino was the one who trained with Tsunade, not Sakura. So just forget about her. Or you can just remember her. She just trained a little, for the sake of Sasuke. So be happy. Anyways, as they were able to save Gaara, so his life was okay, and which made the bond between Konoha and the Sand Village even more strong. And Konoha was quite happy with the progress of Naruto, except some people, some of the council members, but many of them started to like and accept Naruto because first he was the son of Hokage after all, fourth Hokage, as well as he's the heir to the Uzumaki clan. So they cannot do anything about him. As for Naruto, he has become exponentially stronger. On the other hand, Akatsuki was getting quite nervous. First of all, the 9 tails is the most important one to revive the 10 tails because 9 tails has the most chakra. Because they don't know that Minato took the half of the 9 tails with him. But anyways, or I don't remember if I gave Naruto full 9 tails, but it does not matter because Naruto is still going to be the strongest. But anyways, as Akatsuki finally had enough, so they have decided to attack. No, they have decided to attack multiple villages to get the Jinchurikis at once, and they will distract Konoha with their army of white Zetsus. That's the way they can get most of them together because in the journey of Naruto, he gave some of the Jinchurikis his kunais on which he can teleport on the advice of Kurama, who was quite, you can say, worried about his siblings. Unlike Kurama, unlike Nine Tails, Naruto laughed at him, but Kurama told him that if the Ten Tails is revived, then things are going to get even worse than they are now. So Naruto accepted it, as he gave some of them his kunais. The one who he was accessible. Gaara was not given the kunai, but because Naruto thought he can always give him after some time, because Sand Village was near to Konoha, so he thought he can give him after 3 years, or Naruto, he might have forget it. But anyways, as for Naruto returned to Konoha, as Tsunade congratulated all of them on their success, as well as third Kage, who was already there, not died by the hands of someone like Orochimaru or the reanimations, and was quite proud of Naruto himself. But as for now, they were given a break because they did a quite good job. Naruto in this time went to multiple dates with Ino, and Naruto being a badass, quite romantic as well. So they were just having their fun. On the other hand, Sasuke had to deal with some of the fangirls, his old fangirls, especially Sakura, and he was starting to get some of the feelings for Sakura. But anyways, Sakura is still Sakura, so you know it. But anyways, good for them. And then one day they heard a news that multiple villages are being attacked at once, especially those ones who have Jinchurikis, pain. That was the main reason Obito saw the powers of Naruto. He knew that Naruto was strong and they were easily able to take out Itachi and Kisame. So he was desperate enough to attack multiple villages at once, and his attack was quite successful because the army of White Zetsus were just a distraction and made Akatsuki members attack the Jinchurikis, but they were not able to get much because it was like a time of war for these villages. So these Jinchurikis were also in the war, but they were able to some of the chakra what they wanted, as Obito saw that these Jinchurikis have those kunais and Naruto can easily teleport to them. So first they fought all of them and get what they wanted, some of the chakra, just like the tentacle of 8 tails, but they were able to capture some of them as they throw the kunais as Naruto appeared. To see that it was Hidan as well as his partner Hidan and Kakuzu, yeah. Those were the one who were trying to get these 7 tails Fu. But Naruto was able to arrive there as well as Sasuke. They quickly realized what was actually happening. They have attacked multiple villages so that Naruto cannot be everywhere, but he has to save her and then he can get to other Jinchurikis. It was some situation just that Akatsuki thought that they had the advantage, but they did not knew the special jutsu of Naruto. It was none other than Shadow Clone Jutsu, as he made thousands of Shadow Clone and then all of them moved away to different Jinchurikis to help them as well as to help the war. And now all the Akatsuki members who are after the Jinchurikis are facing multiple clones of Naruto. Even though they are clones, they have more chakra than they got, as well as the techniques that Naruto always use, like flying Raijin as well as his special wind and lightning jutsu. And they have to be careful about the lightning fox jutsu, which was the most dangerous for all of them. But for now, original Naruto and Sasuke start to fight Kakuzu and Hidan. The immortal one. I don't know, I think his name was Hidan. Yes, Naruto cut his head off and then buried his head, destroying his body. And as for Kakuzu, the 5-heart one, Sasuke destroyed his lightning as well as his fire one. But he started to use his wind to push Sasuke away, especially his lightning. But then Naruto appeared and then he made a wind slash, sending him flying, and then Fu, who transformed into her Biju state, made a Biju Dama and then launches it at Kakuzu and sending flying towards the army of White Zetsus, destroying him. But in this time, he had something in his hand which was absorbing the chakra of the 7 tails, especially when Fu transformed into the 7 tails. He was able to a big amount of chakra, though compared to Bijus it was not much, but still he gave it to Black Zetsu that was around the area and he just left. That was some of the chakra that was gathered by the hands of the one and only Kakuzu, the immortal. But he was still dead and Akatsuki was now getting desperate over it. And then as for other, they were just, you can say, did not able to get any of the Biju they were trying to get because Naruto clones were all over and then their attack was at a failure. Pain as well as Obito were in pure anger. They were just at the point to get the Jinchurikis at once, but the Jinchuriki of the 9 tail had to just get in the way, on their way to get the Jinchurikis. And now they have made their decision to announce a war over the ninja world and to get Jinchurikis for themselves once and for all. And they were now desperate. They lost many members. Itachi has already left them as Sasuke was able to beat him and then he, was able to find out about the truth of Uchiha massacre. Obito in this time had only one plan. Their team and their power was not enough. And now Obito had only one plan to revive a certain someone, none other than Madara Uchiha. And with the help of Kabuto, he was able to do so, and on top of it, he also revived some of the old people. And then Obito, within the 5 Kage summit, announces the war over the ninja world. And this time, most of the Akatsuki members are alive, but the difference is that they does not have what they had before. They have only bunch of Bijus, were those who were taken, but not complete, as their Jinchurikis were still alive. So, most of the parts of the Jinchurikis, tail beast, were taken by Akatsuki, but they still did not have enough. as they were able to get the tentacle of 8 tails just like before, but this time somewhat more chakra than last time, as Naruto never came to 8 tails because he knew that he was strong enough. So they were able to get more chakra from 8 tails specially. And they also revived, those two strange brothers who had the chakra of 9 tails. Kinkaku or whatsoever its name was. I don't know. Or you can say I don't remember. But anyways, the war has been announced and the Ninja Alliance was made once again as they were ready to take on. But the problem that was actually was the Madara Uchiha himself was revived. Not only revived but the reanimation, but Obito came so far that he took one of the eye of Nagato and then performed the rename rebirth. When Madara came to life, he was blind and then he took the other eye of Nagato. As Obito saw that he does not have any need for Nagato anymore, so he told him whole story that how he always planned to betray him and now they does not need him. Nagato was in pure shock, so they left him there to die. Conan, who tried to fight off to protect the eyes of Nagato, but easily defeated by the hands of someone like Madara Uchiha, who is now revived completely. Though he have only one eye and one Sharingan on his other eye, but he is planning to get the eye of Obito as well, and Obito knew it, so he was always on guard. But anyways, now most of the Katsuki members are on edge because Madara Uchiha himself is there, as Kabuto was able to revive multiple shinobis like Kage, and now Ninja War was announced. This time Naruto was ready, as he was not held back by anyone. They knew how strong Naruto actually was, as he was considered a hero among Sand Village, and even the Konoha started to accept him after the fame that Naruto got in these years training with Jiraiya. And positive thing is that Jiraiya is also alive, so congrats. Sasuke, Itachi, who is healed, and then Jiraiya, Naruto, even Nagato. Naruto was able to find Nagato after going to Rain Village with Jiraiya, who thought that the leader of the Akatsuki was Nagato. So he went to Rain Village where he saw that a injured Conan as well as Nagato in a strange machine as well as missing his eyes. So he went to his student as Nagato explained everything what happened, as he was the one who was the leader of Akatsuki, but someone, a masked man who called himself Madara, but he was not, manipulated him, and now Madara Uchiha himself has been revived and he took the eyes of him. And Jiraiya was shocked to know this information, as Naruto was also there, as they took Nagato and Conan to Hidden Leaf Village, where Nagato was given different eyes, not Rinnegan of course for obvious reasons, but still the normal eyes through which he can see. But anyways, now they have to plan how to win this war because they have multiple Kage level shinobis. Naruto does not even care because he knows that he's strong enough, but he knows that when to get cocky and when to not. So he knew that this was a dangerous situation, as they are going to after the Jinchurikis to get the other parts of the Jinchurikis, or you can say the tail beast, and to completely revive the 10 tails. He was surprised that the other guy, or you can say Obito, was desperate enough to revive the original Madara, and now Madara has the control of Akatsuki. So the war was there, as Madara himself attacked first of all the village, let's just say hidden in the stones, to get the 4 tails Son Goku, as then he was heading towards the stone village. But all the shinobis have already made their alliance and they met with this army on the middle. As you can say, there is on one side the army of reanimations and white Zetsus, and on the other hand they have the army of shinobis ready to fight off with these people. Madara himself was there, as well as the reanimation soldiers. As the fight began, Naruto made multiple shadow clones of himself to take out especially Kage, and Sasuke helped him off, and especially Kakashi with his Sharingan abilities. In the early parts I gave Kakashi the ability to shut down his Sharingan so he can see properly, and that's the reason now he is an S rank shinobi. The only reason he was not an S rank shinobi in the main story because of his short chakra poles, but now after getting sealed the Sharingan he was strong enough to be an S rank, and now he was ready. As the battle emerges, as the most people like Gai Sensei, Kakashi and the most of the leaders and especially Jinchurikis were on the battlefield, even the against of the will of someone like Kages, but they were ready in this battle as they took on especially the reanimations using their Biju Dama, but Madara himself was trying to get the Jinchurikis, but then Naruto arrived just when Madara was about to kick off Killer Bee. Naruto arrived, grabbed the kick of Madara. Madara was surprised to see that someone was able to block him, but Naruto went and pushed him off, but he was able to make some distance and said, so you're the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, the main reason my plan is not succeeded just yet. As Naruto said, so what are you going to do about it, you old man? As Madara said, some attitude you have, kid, but let's just see. Do you have the power to back it up? As he dashes towards Naruto with blinding speed, as trying to deliver a punch, but Naruto simply smirked and he said lightning stream. As Madara's eyes widened with his Sharingan, he was able to see, but it was already too late as Madara was electrocuted and sent flying, but he was able to guard himself as everyone was surprised to see that Madara Uchiha, the legendary shinobi himself, got injured by someone of 16 to 17 years old kid. As Naruto said, well, I heard a lot of things about you, but it seems that those were just legends. You are just nothing but an foolish old man. As Madara became pissed at that and said, what did you say to me, you little brat? As he activated his Mangekyo Sharingan and activated his Susanoo. As Naruto said, so you got that as well. Well, Sasuke also have it, but let's just see how much good it does to you. As Madara said, you are way too cocky for your own good, you kid. Now it is time for you to die. As Naruto said, we shall see about it. As Naruto said, wind style, wind dragon. As a wind dragon lift him up off the ground, and then Madara's eyes widen. His Sharingans can see. Some of the people can see it barely. If you have seen the original, Hashirama was able to make a big statue of the wood, and the wood dragon, it was the same but made up of wind. As Naruto then smirked and said fire style. As wind combined with fire, and now all of them can see a big fire style statue and the fire dragon all over it. As Naruto said, well, Madara, let's just see that which is stronger, my attack or yours, Susanoo, old man. As Madara became pissed at that as he swung his sword towards the fire statue, but surprisingly enough it pierced through it. As Naruto started to laugh and said, so just as I thought, you are just a foolish old man. You don't even know that these swords and attacks are not going to help you here. You cannot hurt me. But on the other hand, as the statue of the fire punches the Susanoo away, far away, as Madara was shocked as some of the Susanoo started to crack, Naruto said, I can. As Madara became, damn it, he's not even using the Nine Tails chakra. How is he so strong? Naruto looked towards Sasuke and Itachi said, release this reanimation jutsu. What was his name again? Kabuto. Yes, put him under a genjutsu and release this disgusting jutsu. As Itachi and Sasuke nodded, and in the same manner they went to release the reanimation jutsu. As for Naruto's shadow clone decided to fight off with Shinobi Alliance with the, you can say, Akatsuki members, as well as the White Zetsu army and some of the reanimations. But in this time, Sasuke and Itachi were able to reach the place and they released the reanimation jutsu. As now Madara saw that how his people are actually falling. Akatsuki was strong, but they were against a whole 5 shinobi villages alliance. They cannot win, and it is clear even the legendary Madara Uchiha was not able to keep up with this Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. In this time, Obito was pissed beyond belief. He could not believe that this was happening. Even Madara was revived, and yet they were not able to do a thing. And they did not even get a single Jinchuriki. But he was not a fool. So he gave the chakra which he gathered all of this time from the Jinchuriki to the Gado statue so that it can transform, and Gado statue started to transform not into the final stage, the stage of 10 tails, but the second stage, the long arm one, 10 tails, as he started to transform into that, as Obito started to laugh, and then a wind cut off his mask into pieces as his face was revealed. It was an attack from one of the shadow clones of Naruto as he arrived in front of him. As Kakashi's eyes widened, recognizing who it was, Kakashi said, Obito, what are you doing here? And how are you even alive? As Obito said, Kakashi, you let Rin die, and for that I shall destroy the world. As Kakashi said, really? But anyways, Kakashi was shocked to see Obito was alive, and all the canon things that happened. As for Madara, he was getting beaten up pretty badly as Naruto combined even his lightning chakra with his statue as he released his fire wind lightning dragon as it went past through the Susanoo, and Madara has to deactivate it. Now he has enough as he activated his Rinnegan, because Madara was the one who first activated it, so he can deactivate it. Just go with it. As Madara finally truly activated his Rinnegan, and now he's pissed as he made a big meteor coming from the sky. As Naruto said, haha, so you start to use that technique now, but I can take advantage of that, Madara said, what are you talking about, kid? That meteor, you cannot possibly destroy whatever jutsu you may use. And Naruto smirked and said, well, I was not going to stop it. But what will happen if this meteor is actually fallen to that place? As Madara saw the army of white Zetsus and Akatsuki that were getting on separate place. As Madara said, what? As then Naruto threw a kunai towards that army, and then one of the kunai towards the meteor, and then Naruto said, fourth version of flying Raijin, as meteor vanished, and now it is on the people and on the 10 tails himself. As Madara was shocked, his own attack was used against him as Naruto was laughing at the face of Rinnegan Madara. Madara was pure disgusted. He was humiliated in front of everyone, and most of the shinobis were now laughing at his face. The shinobi who was held as a legend, most feared one among the history, now is getting laughed at. As Madara used his Susanoo as he cut off the meteor just like Sasuke did in the canon, as saving only the 10 tails, as most of the army of White Zetsu was destroyed, as all of the 5 Kages and Shinobi Alliance was surprised and shocked to see how strong Naruto actually was, as he made a person none other than Madara Uchiha, who's stronger than ever after getting the Rinnegan, is making him sweat. As Naruto, as every shinobi started to cheer his name, and now Madara is getting laughed at. As Madara was angry, but Obito was calm as he finally the 10 tails transformed into his state. But before Obito can kill, or you can say absorb the 10 tails, Madara was keeping an eye on him as well. Just when Obito was about to absorb and become the Jinchuriki, Madara arrived as he ripped the Rinnegan from the socket of Obito, as Obito was now screaming in pain as he put the Rinnegan on his eyes. As then he kicked Obito from the statue of the 10 tails and started to absorb him, making himself the Jinchuriki of the 10 tails. And now everyone was shocked as well as scared. Obito was without one eye, but he was able to use his Kamui to save himself. And now Madara started to laugh as he explained everything what he actually did to get Obito on his side, killing Rin himself and manipulating Obito to join him and did all the things he did. And now Obito was shocked to hear that it was Madara who killed off Rin. He considered himself a genius, but he was not able to figure that out. It was so obvious that why did Madara even save him and then ordered him to kill off all the Uchihas? If he hated Uchihas, then he would have killed Obito as well. So it all makes sense to him now. And now he was so ashamed of his actions. But it was too late. Madara put his both Rinegans towards Naruto in anger as he said, You made me embarrassed. I was a legendary shinobi, but these insects laughed on me, and now all of you shall die. As then Sasuke arrived, coming back, as he was able to put Kabuto in a Genjutsu, and then he was able to revive first, second, and third, fourth Hokage after reviving Orochimaru. Orochimaru, the way he did so, and reanimation jutsu was put off as all the Kages arrived there. Hashirama saw that Madara has become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, as he said, Don't worry, I shall handle him, as he used his Sage mode. As all the Kages were ready, even Minato came to kiss him, as Madara said, None of you stood a chance against me. I'm Madara Uchiha, and started to laugh maniacally. As Naruto said, yeah, whatsoever. As he said, you shall pay. As he put his rod towards Naruto and sent it. Naruto was just about to use his wind to send it off, but then it changed its direction and hit Sasuke on stomach. It was so sudden, everyone was shocked. Naruto's eyes widened as Madara started to laugh and said, I always wanted to kill those weaklings Uchihas. And what better way to get revenge on you to kill off your best friend? As he started to laugh, and Naruto was in anger, pure shock, but he walked towards Sasuke, and Rod has already went towards Madara, back to him, as Madara was laughing, as Minato said, Naruto, don't worry, he shall be okay. As some of the medics arrived there, Naruto said, get off of him, as all of them obliged to that order, as he put his hand on the wound of Sasuke and used his power to heal him up, but he was not opening his eyes. Naruto was now quite worried about his friend, and he put his hand on the head of Sasuke, and he was pulled into a mindscape as he saw an old man there floating into the air. It was none other than Sage of Six Paths, who explained everything about Madara and his mother, that how his mother actually will arrive through Madara, so they have to stop him, and gave Sasuke and Naruto the powers. Naruto did not die, so he can come back one more time with the power of the Sage of Six Paths, so it was good news for him. As for Sasuke, he activated his Rinnegan as Naruto got his Sage of Six Paths mode, as then both of them stood up and then looked towards Madara. Madara was shocked to see the Rinnegan in the eyes of Sasuke, and Naruto using the Sage of Six Paths mode just like him, as he laughed and said, Alright, now I shall destroy all of you. As then he attacked Naruto and Sasuke as Naruto smirked, and then let a wind dragon engulf him. Madara noticed that, but he was able to save himself. As then Naruto said, Alright Sasuke, follow me, as both of them vanished. Hokages were surprised to see their strength, the current 5 Kages and the reanimations. Even Minato was so shocked and proud of his son. The speed Naruto was actually moving was greater than his own, as Naruto started to use his truth-seeking orbs to just distract Madara, and Sasuke was using his teleporting technique. Madara was getting overwhelmed because both of them were stronger than their cannon parts, as Naruto said, Alright, fox style, fox lightning, as 2 foxes of lightning made engulf Madara Madara was getting electrocuted, it was more than his purple lightning. As he said, "Damn it, you Ninetales!" As then Sasuke arrived with his Chidori to the chest of Madara as Madara was sent flying. As he was able to harden himself, so he got the blow still as he was getting overwhelmed because of these two, as Madara started to use his limbo clones of the other dimension, but Naruto and Sasuke were able to just deal with them quite easily. Black Zetsu saw that how Madara was getting overwhelmed, as well as the Shinobi Alliance, as they were quite surprised to see that even Minato and the reanimated Kages joined the fight, and it was getting even harder for Madara. Now he has to deal with his previous rival Hashirama, who was using wood style to capture Madara, and Naruto was using jutsus like wind style Rasen Shuriken, lava style Rasen Shuriken, and Sasuke was combining his Amaterasu with these jutsus, and it was so bad for Madara. He thought of so many things, that he will become the Jinchuriki of the 10 tails and then he will be unstoppable. But he truly believes that if he got the full 10 tails after 10 tails was made by absorbing all the bijus, he would be stronger. Because it is true that he is weaker than his canon self, but still he was getting overwhelmed. Just when Naruto and Sasuke were about to finish him off, Black Zetsu arrived as he stabbed Madara from the back, and then Madara converted into the Kaguya. As everyone was shocked when Black Zetsu explained the stories about Indra and Ashura and how he manipulated the reincarnations of Indra, and Madara was the previous one, so he has used him to revive his mother, and everyone was shocked when so much chakra was gathered as Kaguya was revived. This Kaguya was not as strong as canon because Shinobi Alliance was still there, not being able to do anything. But then Kaguya raises his hand, and then the Divine Tree arrives and started to engulf almost all of them. They tried their best to stop it, but they were engulfed so quickly, as even the Divine Tree started to attack Naruto and Sasuke, but they were able to avoid it quite easily. But for some reasons, it was not attacking the reanimations as Naruto knew it. In this time, he was also talking with his father, catching up within the fight, as Minato saw that Naruto's personality does not match his or Minato or Kushina's personality, but it also matches some of the personality of Kurama. So, because he was also friend with his half of Kurama, so he can understand it, as he smiled at his son, seeing that how strong he actually got. But now they have to deal with his Kaguya, as Kaguya saw Naruto and Sasuke as the reincarnations of her grandchilds, and then put all of them away and then transfer Naruto and Sasuke to a different dimension so that she can get the chakra of both of them. And the fight between Naruto, Sasuke and Kaguya began. This time Kakashi or no Ino or Sakura arrived there, as it was only Naruto and Sasuke. Kaguya, being weaker, was not able to keep up with Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto was using his elemental jutsu, especially lightning style, as Sasuke was using his Amaterasu, as Kaguya was getting overwhelmed. In the end, you can say the fight was great, but still, Naruto used his wind style to cut her off, and then when a big cut was made on her chest, on her stomach, as some of the chakra that was absorbed by the 10 tails started to leak off, as Naruto realized what was happening. So, in the end, they were able to just seal her away. But you can say that it was a great battle. I don't know how much I can explain it, but still, it was quite easy for both of them. In the end, she was sealed away. Black Zetsu tried to escape, but he was not able to do so, as that's how the war was ended. In the end, Naruto and Sasuke released the jutsu that was actually cast on the Shinobi Alliance, and everyone was happy and started to cheer off the name of Naruto and Sasuke. And I don't think so Sasuke will challenge Naruto in the end, because he's not strong enough and he knows it. And all the bijus regained their chakra that were lost, and some of them who were absorbed came out of Kaguya. So It was win-win for all of them in this time. Those people, as Naruto was never explained to be the son of 4th Hokage. By arriving of Minato right there, everyone came to realization that Naruto was the son of 4th himself. So Naruto as well as Sasuke were declared to be the heroes of the war. But they were mostly impressed with the power of Naruto when he fought Madara and humiliated him. But anyways guys, and yeah, in the end, Naruto was made Kage, but Naruto was just use his shadow clones to do all of his work because he's too lazy for all of these works. So it was okay for him. Okay guys, here I will love this part. Hope you guys like it. Please subscribe and subscribe. Peace.